Michael, what are your feelings now returning back from national duties and jumping right into action with TFC?
Yeah, very excited. Good to be back. Good to see all the guys again. I know Josie and I are both really excited to get back on the field in Chicago this weekend, and so in all ways, really excited.
I know it's not a must-win, but do you feel that this is a game that you guys should win, just given that many people are dubbing Chicago as the bottom dwellers of the Eastern Conference?
Look, we hold ourselves to a pretty high standard. We step on the field in just about every game wanting to win and thinking that we can win if we play the way that we're able to. And so certainly this weekend is no different. It's still a good team, a much better team than people I think are giving them credit for. I think anytime you have that many new players, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get used to playing with each other. But certainly for them, it was a good win last weekend against Philadelphia, and I know that that their mentality will be wanting to follow that up with another good performance. And so for us, we have respect for every team, but we're certainly going to Chicago with the idea that we want to play well and we want to win.
Michael, do you think this team deserves a better fate than it's got so far this season? There have been some key developments on the field, men down, post red cards, goals disallowed. Do you think the team deserves a better fate than 1 and 2?
You could sit here and talk about hypotheticals till you're blue in the face, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really change anything, and it doesn't really do you a whole lot of good. So you hope that over the course of a season, things even themselves out. Without any complaining, I think that certainly we've been a little, we've been on the wrong end of a few decisions so far this year, but that's reality. That's life. That's football. And like I said, you hope as the year goes on that we we'll get a few in our favor, and I know that we will. I think after 3 games, it's too early to be. It's too early to be feeling sorry for ourselves, and it's too. It's a cop-out, and I think that we've got to, still look at ourselves, know and understand what has been good, but also realize that there's still a lot of room for improvement, and if we're able to keep pushing ourselves along, then we're going to have a good team, and we're going to have a team that in the end isn't subject to one bad call here, one bad call there. That in the end, our quality is going to mean that we're going to be able to win games regardless.
You're no stranger to frequent flyer miles, but I'm wondering, how does the body feel after the latest commute across the Atlantic?
Yeah, I feel good, very good. Josie and I got in yesterday afternoon, came here and got a little bit of a regen session in, and obviously this morning was for both of us a little on the lighter side again. So no, I feel good. Excited to get on the field this weekend.
Did you have a chance to watch the game, the last TFC game, from the hotel room? And if so, what did you make of the performance from a lot of the kind of depth players on the team, some guys who came in and took their opportunities well?
Yeah, I watched. I thought we started the game well. The first 10 minutes or so, you always talk about playing in the other team's half, gaining an upper hand in the game in those ways, and I thought that was good. I thought maybe we struggled to kind of transition from a good start into and find a good rhythm into then how we wanted to play and go about the game. I think we were a little unfortunate to give away a goal like that right before halftime. But in the second half, I thought the response was very good. I thought we pushed the game well. I thought we really got after them in a good way. And deserved, to get to 1-1. And obviously, then at that point, it's disappointing to lose concentration like that and give away the second goal so quickly. Because I think certainly when you look at the game as a whole, we deserved something. And I think given everything, 1-1 would have been a really good result there. But we'll learn from it and keep moving ourselves along. Like you said, I think some of the guys who got opportunities to play did well, and so I think that bodes well for us moving forward.
You spent time growing up in Chicago. Does the city hold good memories for you?
Yeah, it's a great city. A lot of good people. It's always, for me, always nice to go back, see some old friends, see some guys I played with, some people I went to school with. So no, it's always enjoyable to be back there.
Where do you call home? Is it New Jersey, or is there one place that's sort of the Bradley home? I know with you.
Toronto. No. Yeah, we've made Toronto home. New Jersey as well. I was born there. I've lived there longer and spent more time there than anywhere else. My wife's from there. Her entire family is there. So we're lucky that we've spent time in good places.
As a player, can I ask, what are your thoughts about MLS and its disciplinary committee, the kind of ability for them to look back? As a player, does that mean you're sort of always looking over your shoulder, knowing that what happened in that game is not finished for another week?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, as you might have been able to guess. I'm somebody who thinks that part of the beauty of the game is the decisions that have to be made on the field. And so even when I get asked from time to time what I think about replay and things like this, I'm against it, because I think that part of what makes our game so special is that it's a free-flowing game. There's decisions on the field that have to be made by everybody, players, referees, and part of what makes it so dramatic and entertaining is that there's days where things go for you, there's days where things go against you. It doesn't mean that you're not angry or upset when things don't go for you, but for me, this is all part of the game. And I think this idea that now the disciplinary committee is able to sit there on Monday morning and with the remote control and rewind and fast forward and slow down every single play from the weekend. I don't love it. I certainly understand where they're coming from. They want to crack down on certain things. They want to protect the players, which we all appreciate. But I think that maybe they're, in certain cases, have gone a little too far. That would be my opinion.
Putting you on the spot, but do you think Luke Moore deserved a suspension for that tackle?
I'll be honest with you. I was watching the game on a computer in a hotel in Zurich. When I saw it live, I didn't think it was. I didn't think twice. The replay on a computer, it's hard to really see, and I've not had the chance to go back and slow it down and really analyze it. So it's not a great answer, but hard for me to say.
Are you cool with goal line technology, like something that's instant like that in a World Cup?
If it's instant and it's the type of thing where now, like I said, right away the referee can know that the ball crossed the line or didn't cross the line, and it's something that, within a second he knows, then I think that is something that can, certainly help the game.
What was your reaction to the loss last weekend?
Frustration, disappointment. Obviously, it's never easy watching. It's never easy watching, whether you're suspended, injured, not available with the national team. And I think, as I said earlier, given the way that game went, given that we were missing a few guys, Salt Lake is always a difficult place to play. Had we been able to come out of there with a 1-1 tie, I think that would have been something positive for us. And so I think it's disappointing and frustrating that now we worked so hard and did so well to get back into the game, only to then give things away a few seconds later. But as I said, it's the third game. There's still a lot of time to improve. We know that things have to get better. We also know that there's been a lot of good things, and so we'll keep a strong mentality and keep moving ourselves forward.